Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. My name is Jeremy. This is our 92 Toyota MR2 5th Gen 3S GTE build. Where we last left off, we were kind of filling her with just some oil just to get her cycled up a little bit. We still have to change the oil once more where it's a better quality oil, but we also changed out the fluid inside the transmission, which was horrible. But we changed it to this Redline lightweight shockproof, which has been approved by so many MR2 enthusiasts and workplaces that work on them. So it's one of those fluids that work well. So today, the good thing about today is that we finally got our exhaust in. So now with the exhaust, we're gonna quiet her down a little bit. We're gonna do some before and after shots just to kind of hear how it sounds in the garage and outside, so you guys can hear both sounds, you know, in the garage and outside. But it's gonna be great, guys. I got the Apexi N1 Evolution exhaust. So I've seen this exhaust on before. I've heard them before, and I'm just a big fan of it. I'm really never a big fan of the single exit exhaust, just because the MR2 is so iconic for its dual exhaust. Those big bulky canisters that you kind of see everything. It looks super monstrous. It's really nice looking by all means, but this kind of gives it a little bit of a sleek, like, well, we still have it with the single tip, you know. So it's a really good exhaust system. Flow is really great. So let's get it going, guys. Let's get this thing open and see how it looks. So let's go. All right, guys, here it goes. Apexi exhaust system. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's go. Alright guys, here it goes out of the box. It looks like we have a silencer here, which I definitely won't be using, but definitely going to send it with the new owner and whoever buys it. So, I mean, it looks pretty good. I'm not going to completely take it out, but simple silencer. As you can see, stainless steel on the outside looks almost like almost like a ceramic, not a ceramic coat, but like a, yeah, I guess like a ceramic coat. I don't know. It's really cool. It's cool, like a heat treated coat. We also got some gaskets. We got some bolts here. Apexi, something about S-dub. Some manuals. Everything's in Japanese for the most part, but it's looking good. So we got a lot of stuff here. Oh, some more gaskets. This is a hard gasket, but pretty cool. So we got a gasket. We have a pipe, down pipe here, looks like, or like a flex pipe. Then we have our actual exhaust. So we're gonna put it up here, start ripping it apart and seeing how it looks. Let's go. Alright guys, now that we got it out of the plastic, we can take a really good look at this. This thing looks amazing. Check that out, guys. That goes all the way down. That is nuts how this is made. This looks amazing, actually. Look at how nicely it is. There's no damage to the oval or the outer part of the actual exhaust itself. This thing looks amazing, guys. Check it out. Check this out. Those walls aren't too bad either. Very nice, guys. This is probably a product that I definitely will put on my car and enjoy. Definitely like it. They have almost like a man, this is like a, I forgot, like a heat coating or something like that. It looks really cool. It's a weird color, but it definitely looks cool. And I'm super excited to put this thing on. Like, this canister is gonna sound great. I like the welds. The welds look pretty good too. Doesn't look too bad. So now it's time to bolt it up, guys. So let's get this thing going. Let's go. Alright guys, prior to putting this Apexi exhaust, what I want to do is actually put this MR2 on the floor and actually move it a little bit forward, kind of outside of the garage almost, just so that I can get a good angle and a good view of the install. And what I'm going to be doing is a comparison sound before and after. So ideally what I really want to do is start the car without an exhaust and then go ahead and start the car when I put the Apexi on. I'm really dying to put this thing on because I really like the note and it's going to sound great. But I do want to let you guys know this is getting recorded in 4K at 60 frames per second. And it has true Dolby Digital surround sound. So I want to forewarn you guys, just so you know, this is gonna be loud. So if you guys have any headphones on, RIP to them if you guys are listening to things loud. But we will be doing a before and after comparison video. So it's gonna be the before first, and then I'm gonna run the after to hear the sound difference and how it quiets it down. We're gonna do one inside and we're gonna do one outside, and me kind of just moving forward with it. Just so then you can kind of hear the before and after. All right, guys, so let's get it to it. Alright guys, so I did move her forward. I did turn her on really briefly, but I turned off the sound on that so you guys can see and hear a better quality sound with me putting the camera further to the back and kind of getting a better sound, like a lot better sound. So I'm gonna put it from right here so you guys can actually hear it. I'm gonna actually turn on these lights as well, just so then we can get as much light as we can. But you guys will sit about this high so you guys can hear how it sounds before the actual exhaust. So this is just the TCS downpipe itself, and we'll go from there. So what we're gonna do is do a sound test right now, and then we're gonna go out front and do a sound test there as well. So let's go. Alright guys, and that is just the actual downpipe. So I don't know if you guys can see, the downpipe is just sitting right over there in that section, sitting right up there, so you guys can see it. But it's just the downpipe, guys. So we're gonna drive this forward. We're gonna try to go ahead and get a view, maybe, let's see, maybe at this angle, going this way, or maybe going this way, so you guys can actually see it. It's the exhaust and see the direction it's going. And we'll go a little further back, about the same distance per se, to get the same type of sound quality. Okay guys, so let's try this. Let's go. Hey guys, here we are back in the garage. So the first things first, we gotta lift this bad boy up. We're gonna put it on jack stands and get ready to install this exhaust. So you guys heard how it was before. You guys heard a sound clip here in the garage, and you guys did hear a sound clip outside in nature. What we're gonna do now is put this bad boy on jack stands. We're gonna lift it as high as we can. We're gonna get this exhaust on and bolt it in and see how it sounds. My thing is, I'm hoping that this exhaust is not extremely drony, because I'm not a huge fan of excessive droning, but most of the time it's not horrible. I could imagine how it was with the dual, yes, but this is a single, so hopefully it's not as bad, but I'm hoping that it's minimal. We'll do an inside view of the sound in cabin. We'll do a garage view here, and then we're gonna do a view outside in nature. So let's get to it, guys. There's no time like now. Alright guys, here goes all of the accessories that came with the Apexi exhaust. We have a silencer, but in Chicago they really don't care too much about modified exhaust. They don't care about sound very much. When you start going around to the surrounding suburbs of Chicago, then it becomes kind of iffy, but we're not going to worry about that exhaust silencer. We're going to keep it inside the glove box with everything else that is new and extra that will be going with the new owner to this MR2. So we have the bolt that I believe that hangs it to the actual fitting to the chassis. These are for the two holes that are going to fit for the gasket. We also have the small little screw washers and a nut for the silencer, and these came as well, not this right here, but these came as well. I don't know if we needed another bolt because there is a 3-bolt flange as well that came with it. It came with the 2-bolt and 3, but right here I have the pieces for the TCS downpipe. So these are all the pieces that came with it. So what I'm going to do is actually use this one that came with the actual downpipe. Then I'm going to use everything else that goes to the actual Apexi exhaust, and then I'm going to use whatever bolts I need here to bolt up down to the downpipe, guys. So first and foremost, let's get this piece down packed and get it on the MR2 from the downpipe to basically go from that downpipe right there. From here it's supposed to go, I don't know if it's supposed to go under the cross member and then out to the side, but we'll figure it out, guys. So let's get to it. Let's go. Alright guys, as you guys can see, I have the downpipe bolted up. It fits very well. As you can see, there's no gap in between. Everything fit perfectly. Flanges fit flush with each other. This is looking really good, guys. This is looking really good. So now we are going to put that exhaust right up here, and it's going to attach itself to here. So we're gonna then put the 2-bolt flange in between, put the 2 bolts in, and then bolt it up to the actual chassis of the car. Then we're gonna fire her up, guys. Drop her down, fire her up, and take a inside garage sound, and we're gonna take a outside garage sound and a real quick in-cabin sound, along with a real quick drive-by, just so you can hear it. So let's get to it, guys. Alright guys, so it is on. She is all bolted up. We have our full Apexi N1 exhaust. We have all our verification numbers under here. It's made in Japan. Everything bolted up very, very well, as you guys can see. So you already know what's next, guys. Let's turn this baby over. Actually, I really want to just wipe that because I'm getting OCD right now. Wipe inside there. But look at this, guys. Look at it. This is amazing. This thing looks great. I can't wait to turn it on, get it going, and see how it sounds. It looks like I'm gonna have to buy that little triangle piece here to keep the actual bumper going up, so then it doesn't mess with my subframe. So let's get this going, guys. We're gonna drop her down. We're gonna remove these jack stands and go from there, guys. We're gonna turn her over. Let's go. Alright guys, it's on, it's cleaned up, it's dropped onto the floor already, so now you already know what's next, guys. We have to do a sound test, so let's go. Guys, did you hear that? This is freaking great. I love the way this exhaust sounds. You can hear the turbo spooling, you can hear the blow-off valve. It sounds amazing, guys. If you guys at all are interested in one of these Apexi exhausts and are hesitant on it, I say go for it. It's got the perfect amount of purr. It's got the perfect amount of sound when you give it throttle. It feels like I mean, it barely sounds even like an exhaust that's aftermarket. It sounds really, really good. The decibel level is amazing on here. I'm gonna do an idle and then kind of do a walk around while I'm idling so you guys can hear how this thing sounds even at idle. This thing is amazing, guys. Check it out. Alright guys, now that you guys got a sound clip of it in the garage at an idle, what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to nature and we're going to actually put it in the alley to see how it sounds. We are going to do a couple revs, we are going to do a walk around, we are going to do an idle. So I'm dying to see how this sounds out in nature because of the walls in the garage and stuff like that, it probably sounds a little bit more intense than what it really is, and I just want to kind of give you guys a sense of how it will sound outside in the street, in the alley, so you can kind of get the same concept of sound and stuff like this, guys. So let's go. Alright guys, you guys kind of heard a brief kind of small drive through into the alley, guys. So now what we're going to do is we're going to put it on the tripod and we're going to put it the same distance as we did last time when it was just all downpipe. We're going to do it now with the Apexi N1 Evolution exhaust. So let's give it a shot, guys. Let's see how this thing is going to sound. I'm super excited to get a nice video on it. So let's go. right, guys, enough of the standstill revving. What we're going to do is we're going to do a drive-by, guys. So I'm going to set the tripod right here. So what I'm going to be doing is actually parking the car somewhere right here, or I'll probably start here in the actual scene or in the picture, and then kind of reverse, give it a little gas, and shoot down that way. I'm not going to go very fast. Just this is a residential alley, so what I'm going to do is just go enough to be able to hear the exhaust, guys. So let's get to this, guys. I'm super excited to try to do this and see how it goes. Let me close this hood and go from there, guys. So let's get this done. Alright, guys, this thing sounds amazing. We got her back into the garage. I am super in love with the sound of this exhaust. It's ridiculous how nice it looks for being a single exhaust. It's actually angled appropriately. It sounds amazing. It sits perfect. This is second for me. As far as first, second, and third, I would have to say first is the TCS dual exhaust that they have that they're coming out with again. That's amazing. Then second is this, guys. This exhaust is just freaking great. It sounds great. It's got a good tone. It's just I'm in love with it, guys. I'm in love with it. This is one of the best probably purchases I've made for this car, and I swear that the owner's gonna love this car just as much as I am based on that sound. So whoever gets it is gonna have a brand new exhaust, a brand new motor, basically a brand new car, guys. So this is coming together very, very well. I'm super excited on how this is going, guys. So guys, that's gonna conclude today's episode. As you guys seen, the note on this exhaust is amazing. Apexi did a wonderful job with this exhaust. I think by far this is one of my favorites. Like I said, it's second to the TCS dual exhaust that they have. That exhaust is probably one of my favorites, or the favorite. Haven't tried this one yet on my V6 MR2, but I'm pretty sure that Lambo LP560 is gonna sound real good on a V6 Turbo MR2. So we'll save that for another episode. But back to this red car, back to our 92 5th Gen 3S GTE MR2 with an Apexi exhaust. Guys, that's gonna wrap up today's episode. First and foremost, I do want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you, guys. We're at 3,000K. We're 3,000. Okay, guys, we're 3K. This is unheard of for me. Like, never would I have thought I would have even been in this position. And again, I owe it to every single one of you guys, and I want to thank every single one of you guys for making it happen. Without you guys, there's no way in hell I would have gotten 3,000 views, or 3,000 subscribers rather. I got a whole bunch of views as well. I mean, it's going, guys. This channel is lifting. So please continue watching. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe. Hit that little bell on the bottom, just so then every time I have a video, you guys know about it. So don't miss them, guys. Again, this is Nasty Addiction. My name is Jeremy. This is our 92 Toyota MR2 with a 5th Gen 3S GTE, and now an Apexi N1 Evolution exhaust, and it sounds amazing, guys. So you already know this is Nasty Addiction, guys. We build differently. Until next time, all right? You guys take care.